Hello, hello. My name is Sharp Eyes.
And this is Crucifix.
And where's Orc?
Hello.
Alright, that is Orc. He will actually be in the background this game.
This cast. Yep.
But it'll yeah, okay, so this is game 2 of the epic
Epic Diamond Finals.
Diamond Finals of the Heartland Hitman Mayflowers Tournament. Alright.
Get this party started.
Alright, let's go ahead and change the camera view to the game and we will start.
Okay. 8 seconds until showdown. So last game we saw Frizzle try something a little cheeky, tried some Oracle play, which he was in a good position to do damage with. Unfortunately, didn't happen, and he ended up on the back foot against some really highly upgraded Marines and ended up losing that game. But let's see if he tries a more economic approach this time, or if he's going to try something creative like that again.
Very curious indeed. Alright, spawning as the blue Terran player on the bottom left hand side, we have Shalashaka.
It's Shalashaka.
Shalashaka, alright. And spawning as the red Protoss here, we have REGA Frizzle.
Rego Frizzle, and it's interesting, he is one of the non-Heartland Hitman contenders, and it's nice to see that he got all the way to the finals, so that's pretty interesting. Now we have, it's looking like a pretty normal play from both players so far. Got a pylon den, very nice, very nice.
It actually does not look like the Protoss player will be cheesing this game, as we do see the pylon up very early.
Sometimes you can put your second pylon as the proxy one, or even the third, but that's not as common.
Not common indeed. As we see the Terran player over here tossing out his supply depot. Actually, walling off is optional versus Protoss, but he will definitely not be taking any chances this game, as
Indeed.
we do see that he is walling off.
He is gonna. It looks like he's gonna build his barracks there to prevent any four-gate action, or at least any super early aggression. Looks like the probe did scout after the first pylon to make it in there before the wall is put down. Every once in a while when I'm playing, if I really don't want to be scouted, you can build an early first supply depot next to your barracks, let it finish about halfway, and then put that... Oh, and he barely makes it. But it looks like he was trying some harass. He's not even going to stop building his barracks because he knows that he won't win that fight. And so... yeah, it's looking like he's going to trap him in here to make sure that he's going to go scout. So the looks like the probe is just going to collect some minerals and get out of there before he gets trapped. Let's see if this supply depot goes down in time to keep him in. No.
Nope. And it looks like the Protoss player has stolen 5 minerals from the Terran mineral line. Crucifix.
What a jerk.
Crucifix, do you think that this will affect the game in the long run?
I do. I think this game is going to go 5 hours, and I think that at the end of it, it's going to be the difference between being able to build that one last Marine. He's going to have 45 minerals left. He won't be able to build it, and the game will end because of that.
All right, and we will see if Crucifix's predictions will reign true. As we go back to the Protoss player here, we do see that, very interesting play here by the Protoss player. He has canceled one of his gas guys upon seeing this SCV coming in here.
He did, and the interesting thing is he canceled it in view of the SCV, so the Terran player most likely, it's probably because he was going to try something again, like he did before with double gas. Terran scouted it, and now he's going to try something a little bit more safer, because if he tries something cheeky like he did before, he might just get in trouble.
Absolutely, and we do see actually warp gates being researched right now. Crucifix, have you seen a game where warp gates did not get researched?
I have never ever seen a game where they chose to opt out of that research. There's really no reason to do it.
No reason, but, absolutely.
It's looking like Protoss has taken some early map control by getting the Xel'Naga Tower in the middle left of the map. Really, the Xel'Naga Towers on this map are they give you a lot of vision. They give you vision to see if the vision on both these bases here, and but unlike most Xel'Naga Towers, it doesn't give you vision right up the middle where most of those pushes come. So if the Terran player just comes on the outside just a little bit, he could completely miss that whole Xel'Naga Tower.
Absolutely. going back to the Terran player over here, we actually do see that he is tossing up a couple more barracks and is completing his command center, looking like the same build as last game.
Indeed, but difference for the Protoss player, however, he is going for a pretty fast Nexus. It looked like that might have even been a one gateway expand, trying to keep up with the Terran on the economic stand front this time. Let's see if it works out for him. Do you think that having this one probe at the Xel'Naga Tower instead of back home mining minerals this early in the game was a poor choice, or do you think that it's good to have that early map control like that?
Right now, it actually seems like the Protoss is using that tower to try to see if the Terran will be doing some early drop play, possibly.
Maybe he's trying, and he might even try to catch some Reapers coming over, so he can be better prepared for them if that happens.
Absolutely, since the Protoss player actually does not have his expo properly guarded right now, as there's no cannons or anything out here.
That is true, because if you were going to do a drop as a Terran player, you would always come from the side because you have that easy access right to the natural from the left side of the map. So you would send your dropship from your base over to the left side, and it would come right through the vision of this Xel'Naga Tower. So that's definitely most likely why he decided to get that vision, so that he could be prepared for any drop.
Definitely. It looks like two sentries will be getting warped in for some nice possibly Guardian Shield or Force Field action here.
Right, and I like the play by the Protoss player here better, or at least I like the fact that he's trying something a little safer, because he does have to win the next two. So it's better to be safe than sorry. In this case, when it's the first game, you can try something a little adventurous to see if it'll give you an early advantage. But since that didn't work out, I like that he's playing a little safer right now. If I think both players are pretty much tied up right now as far as position goes. It's supply is almost the same. Terran player's ahead by about 3, so he's he's about 68 to 68 now. So they all tied up, and the income is actually a little ahead for the Terran player because of those mules. But once those run out of time, I think we'll see the income equal out a little bit. So I think they're both on pretty good foot. What do you think? What do you think about their armies comparative to each other right now?
It actually looks like the Protoss has High Templar right now.
He does. He got that
very early in the game right now, and actually looks like the Protoss player will be sending a Phoenix here to scout. A Byball is actually very weak, if not micro properly, versus those High Templars.
I think what's happening here is that the Protoss player knows the Terran player's like, hey, it worked last time. I'm gonna do that same 10-minute Marine push, which he's doing right now, and if he tries to do that, I'm gonna hit him with 2 High Templar right in the middle of his Marine ball.
Absolutely.
And he's gonna take him down. I think if the Protoss player plays this correctly, it could be okay. But if you look at the army size, there are many more Marines.
And it looks like there is an engagement. High Templar tossing down those storms. One storm goes down. And it looks like the Terran army will be melting the Protoss army yet again, looking like Protoss player.
It was the exact same play, and he just pumped out Marines from his reactor barracks and got a couple Marauders, got those medevacs, and came in with a really good timing push. And those High Templar were so out of position. He only got 1 storm down. I know he had the energy for at least 2. I think maybe him wanting to go for High Templar so fast like that led to him having a much smaller army than he could have, and that led to really his demise because Shakala just came in with way too much stuff.
Exactly. I mean, I think that he just needed a little bit more time, and the Terran was unwilling to give that to him. And
Right.
very, very powerful timing attack by the Terran player.
It was, and if he had waited, and it was really good when he moved out, because if he had waited, sometimes this happens. If you wait just an extra 2 minutes because you feel like you just want to get your macro up a little more, if he had waited an extra 2 minutes, the Protoss player probably would have been in a really good position. But he struck at the perfect time, I would say.
Very perfect indeed. All right, and that is game 2.
I think was Frizzle was he in the losers bracket or the winners bracket? Is that game over completely, or are we gonna have another 2 or 3?
I'm actually not sure right now.
I think we will. We're gonna take a little break, figure out what's going on, and then we'll talk to you guys soon.
Absolutely. My name is Sharp Eyes.
I am Crucifix.
And is Orc still with us here?
Yep.
All right, and he is Orc, and we are signing off.